good, Sagittarius? Welcome back. Let's get into a quick collective reading for you for today. We're going to start here with your main energy. Main energy for you is the waiting game showing up here, okay? And then you have reflection mirror. So some of you are in the energy of waiting or being at a standstill. But in this standstill is some form of reflection. You got a lot of tools showing up here. In this standstill, it's a moment of reflection here, is what I feel. We're going to dive a little bit deeper here, family. Okay, finding balance, showing up here in reverse. So something is off balance. So you may need this moment of reflection here, is what I'm seeing here, family. Ancestry tree. So you could be reflecting on family matters. You could be reflecting on your upbringing. You could be reflecting on why you feel so out of balance in certain ways. What made you fall off a track here is what I'm feeling. Again, we got the 2 showing up here. 222. If you see this number, know that your spirit team, your spirit guides are with you and they have your back here, family, okay? This could also be relating to you and your relationship with someone else as far as your upbringing or as far as your, I'm gonna say upbringing because this talks about your family tree, your bloodline and things like this. So this is a moment to reflect of where you got off balance concerning maybe your family. All right, so we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into this message. Remember, these are collective readings. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you have Sagittarius anywhere in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, it could be a message here for you. Cross watchers, you're welcome as well. Okay, so let's get a little bit more clarity here, starting with this. The waiting game. All right, obstacles. All right, this reflection could be hard. This waiting game could be hard. This moment of reflection could be hard. The 5 showing up here, but in this reflection, it's going to create some form of change, even though it may be hard, even though it may be difficult to reflect on certain things here. All right, you have action, find balance, balance off, action. So the balance is off. It could be some action that you need to take, action in finding balance. You may not have been taking the proper action here. The action that you're taking is throwing you off of your balance here, okay, is what I'm feeling. Maybe you're taking too much action and not stopping and being self-reflecting. This makes me feel like no matter how much you try to do, eventually you got to sit down and sit with yourself, okay? It's almost like someone trying to keep busy instead of reflecting on things that they need to reflect on. This is what I see. Let's get into this tree ancestry energy. You have throat chakra, okay? So this is, again, the 5 showing up here. All right, so this is creating some form of change here. Throat chakra, speaking about family matters in order to find some form of balance, or speaking about family matters will not help you find some form of balance. Speaking of family matters won't help you find some form of balance. This may not be the action that you need to take. Blaming others, blaming the family, blaming others may not be the action that you need to take, because you're going to always find yourself back into the same place. It's when you start reflecting on life, reflecting on why things had to happen, reflecting on maybe putting yourself in certain positions. If you're a kid, of course not, but putting yourself in certain positions, if you was an adult or whatever, I feel like it just some type of self-reflection that you need to have. And blaming others, blaming your family, blaming your upbringing, blaming certain things, just what I'm seeing here, family, okay? So let's dive a little bit deeper here. Let's see why is this message coming through for you at this time. If any of these messages are starting to resonate with you, get down in the comments. Let me get a blue heart, family. Let's see why is this message coming up for you at this time. You got the 24 showing up here in the Lenormand. The 24 symbolizes love, emotions, romantic relationships. So I feel like whatever this is affecting your romantic relationships or your relationships with people, okay? It's making it hard to be in relationships with people because you need to self-reflect. Instead of playing the blame game of how you was raised, how you came up, certain situations that you were in that you may or may not put yourself in, it's time to be reflective of that. It's time to be reflective of, if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I wouldn't have the strength that I have today. It's time to be reflective, because I feel like when you're playing the blaming game, you affect the relationships that come after. Okay, this is what I see. This is why this message is coming through for you at this time. Let's see what's the most important message coming through for you at this time. Most important message you have here is the Four of Pentacles. This is talking about like a stable foundation, especially with dealing with matters of money or financial things or tangible things here. Okay, yeah, this is resilient. All right, so this is talking about most important message here. This is talking about how resilient you are, how grounded you are when it comes to matters of money or comes to matters of, it's almost like someone who's good with money. I'm good with maintaining myself, but when it comes to my emotions, my feelings, and people and relationships, sometimes I lack. Okay, so Spirit is showing me you may be good with money, you may be good with maintaining yourself and taking care of yourself because your upbringing made you have to take care of yourself. It made you have to not depend on people. So you're good at that, but you're lacking in people skills with some of you. You're lacking in relationships with others because sometimes you play the blame game, okay? This is what I see for you. This is what I see for you at this time. Most important message coming up here at this time. We're going to dive a little bit deeper. Let's get into your most likely path moving forward here, family. Most likely path moving forward. Six of Wands. Very, very good energy here coming out. And you also have, yes, Six of Wands. This is talking about being able to accomplish things, being able to cross that finish line. Will you be able to get past this? Will you be able to make the changes that you need to better your relationships? I feel like, yes, you will. Okay, yes, you will, but first you got to be self-reflecting. First, you got to self-reflect, family. It's not about projecting what happened to you or why you the way you are. It's about sitting with yourself and thinking about the things that you want to change. How can you go about it and why you are certain ways? Okay, this is what I see for you. And Spirit says you can do it. Most likely path moving forward, you can do it. Okay, you can change the relationships that you have with other people out of fear. You can change the relationships that you have for other people out of the things that you went through. Okay? It can be done. Most likely path moving forward. Let's see the outcome of this message here, family, for you at this time. Outcome of this message, enlightenment. And you also have begin to explore, showing up here in reverse. So I feel like you will discover things about yourself. You will be enlightened about yourself, but I still feel the limitation on, I still feel some of you still being introverted. I feel like your upbringing, your family, your connections with your family and things like this, the way you was raised, it caused you to be introverted. It also caused you to make sure my foundation is right because I can't depend on no one. It made you see how resilient you are, but it also made you put a guard up when it comes to people and relationships and things like that. And not even romantic relationship, just relationships that you have with people. And I feel like this is a moment to be self-reflecting, okay? This is a moment to dive deep and just reflect on yourself and the things that you want to change in your life and how could you change them or how did they get that bad? How did they get so far off of balance? I do believe that this is something that you can accomplish, but I still feel that wall up in some kind of way. You may let some people in, but you still going to have that wall up. I do feel that, okay? This is what I see for you at this time. If any of these messages resonates with you, family, get down in the comments. Let me get a red heart. We're going to dive a little bit deeper and get your angel message before you go, family. Let's see if it's any more messages, guidance, or advice for you at this time. Final message for you, family. Unconditional love. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. So Spirit is saying, love your past, love your future, love your now, love the situations that you have been in because they have made you a strong person. They have made you a reliable person as well. And know that you can change the things that you don't like about yourself. Reflect on them. See how they may be hurting you. See how they may be pushing people away. But also keep some of those things that you have grown into because those things have gave you stability. Those things have gave you resilience, okay? This is what I see for you at this time. I hope it's helpful. I hope it gives somebody some form of clarity. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, Sagittarius, if you would like to see more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, family.